excited to do another Whatnot show. We're going to be, doing the normal drawings and stuff, but we're definitely going to be pulling from one of these. These are blank sketch cards I bought. Gosh, how long ago was this? They do not have a date on them. I want to say it was like 2020 or 2021. Um, but today's going to be a little different. Definitely check out my shop, the Buy Now, because in the Buy Now there's tons of stuff, sketch cards, stickers, prints. Um, but definitely today we'll be doing a live drawing. Um, I'm more likely going to be doing this. These will also, I'm going to start putting these in the Buy Now section as well. And these will be definitely priced differently. These were very limited edition mades. These 90s to the extremes are super cool. Neat little backers. And I wish I could remember who originally did these. Um, but he does these every once in a while. There's a couple of other different designs he's done. And by the time those came out, I already was doing my own sketch card backs and stuff. So, but I do really like these designs, especially these totally radical 80s. All of these are the same except for this one. And like if you bought so many of these, you got two freebies that were limited edition, and it was this one. Hold on one second, I could show you the other one. The so I decided to do one for myself, um, and it is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Definitely one of my favorites I've ever done. Um, it's pretty cool on the back. It is not $2.25. Let's take that off. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, and I, of course, didn't sign it. I don't know why. I'm really lazy about that. Whenever I know I'm not doing them for anybody, it's just like, what's the point? But I really love the design on these and just how it all looks together. Um, but so, but similar to Stay Puffed, we'll be working on Slimer tonight. Um, Probably doing more of the movie version, Ghostbusters, which might take quite a while, might not. Who knows? Um, but definitely this stock I really like. And since and the reason why I did Stay Puffed on this, well, he went so well with these colors. It just matches perfectly. So that's why we were going with the regular stock, because he's going to be green and filling up this whole space, and it's going to look fabulous. So um, I think with these, definitely, I will be looking at pricing them different. Um, I also have a lot of other blank cards to go through. Um, I work with a group called the Artists Assemble. I've been doing quite a bit with them. Um, the Back to Retro series to, I think, Hidden Woods. I could actually grab those real quick so I can show it to you guys. One moment. So these awesome cards. Let's not talk about those. These I put off. But yeah, some of these are part of the sets that you could actually even buy some of these on eBay through the Back to Retro groups. But it's like Back to Retro 4 sequels. They have these really cool backs. Um, Beautiful Michelle Pfeiffer. Um, I wonder if they tell you who did those. But the backs are always gorgeous. That one, we've got a mixtape, which this is all like music based. I love doing these. I love doing Kiss and a couple of others. Um, Let's see here. What else? These are a lot of the mixtapes. Oh yeah, these these are really cool too. They're all uh, toy based. Back to Retro Six, so everything was toy based, and man, did I have a blast doing these because I mean these were a lot of the toys, of course, were like '80s versions and stuff, like GI Joe or um, He Man. Like those were really fun. Um, but I've just kept these blank. I don't know why. I have plenty of ideas to fill these up. Back to Retro 5, we've got this is all monster based. So if also, I mean, like I said, with this group, if you go on eBay, I do believe Bianca Thompson, she sells them, and they're $20. I think you get 2 to 3 sketch cards, you get a base card, and then a hollow foil card. Sometimes stickers, like they're really cool. Have I bought them? No. Should I? Absolutely. Do I? Because this group is very, very awesome. I love this group to death. A lot of good work comes from these people. Back to In the Woods. In the Woods was the other one that was all horror based. The back super cool, beautiful. I mean, this looks like a photo of Ash, right? So good, so good. Anyway, there's the sequels, with Michelle Pfeiffer on it. B Movie Madness, Horror Fest, like these are super cool. So these I'll eventually have to, um, you know, get put on here so that people are like, hey, I want the one with like the lady. Yeah, thank you. These are really cool. I love these cards, man. Um, I can't think of her name. Misery. She's from the movie Misery. Dang it. But yeah, these are super cool. The classic monsters is kind of neat. This back is a little different, just to give a break. But yeah, eventually I'm going to have these for sale as well on here. But I also have these cool. Now these are not official, but these are the Imperial Commissary. Commissary. Anyway, these sketch cards are super cool. I was able to get a couple of them, but I haven't made anything with them. So eventually, and those definitely I like doing more for myself. I have all these different, Golden Age of Dare, like the Daredevil character, which I started on this one, but another '80s one. I should put that off to the side. I think a lot of these were singles because I was trying to take pictures to put up. Oh, can I show this? I think I can. Because I do believe this was done. This is part of the Kurt Russell AP collection, which is also super cool. So everything in this collection was all Kurt Russell based. So very neat. I had a hard time with Kurt Russell, but the cards came out pretty well. I really liked them. But yeah, definitely, you could check out the Artist Assemble stuff online. Order them. You might get one of my cards. I don't know. But I have ample blanks that I need to get working on. And that's why today I'm working on Slimer on the Totally Radical 80s. So let's get to it, man. Let me try to also. That's always a bummer. That's a print bummer. Oof. There's another one, Monsters, Aliens, and Witches. If you look up my name on eBay, a couple of these will come up for these unique cards. He did the Daredevil and the Aliens and the Monsters and the Witches, which really cool. I've never seen my Witch, and I think my other Monster. I've not seen either of those on there, but my Alien, one of them have been on eBay, and they're really affordable. So they're kind of nice to hit up. So I don't get anything. I've already got paid for them. So, or you could always ask me directly, and I'll be like, yeah, I could do that. So, of course, these come with, penny sleeves and a top loader. Eventually, maybe I should put in a additional thing of like one of these hard plastic pieces that have a nice little magnet. I like these so much. They make things look so much more pristine and nice. But come on, you gonna focus? Maybe. There we go. See, nice. Thank you for working with me. Anyway, so but yeah, the latest one that we didn't just finish up. We did just finish up Kurt, and then the next one that is coming out soon is, I think it's out now. It is was it Alice in Wonderland? I did not participate in that one, but I'll absolutely promote it because I mean, those guys, I work with them on so many of these projects and so many others, and I just really like those guys. So, as well as this group here, Studio Thwip, nice guys, really cool, from across seas where the Olympics are at. So they're in France, and 2002, 2022, 2023. I've got those. I think I've got blanks for the new one, which would be 2024. But those aren't released yet, so these are the good ones so far. And last but not least, real quick, huge shout out to also a great group of guys with a good group of artists. And this is the last year they're doing it, but they're called Gabe's Cave. These guys are on Facebook, and the reason why I'll promote them here, one, it's for Leaf, you and me. These guys give away sketch cards every week. Every week, you go on Facebook, you look up Gabe's Cave. They have I think 3 different channels on there. What they used to do is little interviews, and you can still find the interviews online. They're also on YouTube, but they used to do little interviews and talk about the cards, about what their favorite parts were, to why we did what we did. But I also have a slew of blanks. I don't know why they sent me so many. Usually they'll send you 5, but I think last time I did it, I did all of them and sent them all back. So maybe they wanted to give me double. I don't know. But my set should be coming out hopefully later, maybe September or October. I don't know. Regardless, they have guys on there every week on their Facebook page, which they do the giveaway. Super worth it. It only takes a couple minutes to fill out the stuff, and they show you what all the cards are, so it's not random or anything. I even have participated trying to get cards, and I've got so many that I just love them. So definitely don't forget to check out Gabe's Cave. Sign up for their stuff, especially look out for mine. I mean, free sketch cards. There's nothing better than that. But let me get back to doing stuff, right? So we got totally 80s. Usually what I try to do is work on either pieces that I want to commission or pieces I'm trying to sell. This today, we're going to work on my challenge. So I've probably talked about this on my channel before, or on this page, as well as if you go to my YouTube, should be Britton Jr. Will. You could see the other past videos that I've done, as well as a couple of time-lapse videos of me coloring different pieces. Some of those also talk about the challenges I do every month with a buddy of mine. Per week, we pick something from a monthly challenge. Last month was Bill and Ted. Well, I take it back. July was Bill and Ted. If you go through by now, you could see the other challenges, which would be June, which we named it Kai June. All 4 are on there for all 4 weeks. Aliens in April, I have all of those up for sale as well. And then we have Mermaids for May. Those are also up for sale. And also March of the Robots for March. So you could definitely see kind of what are the examples of those products. But we just finished this month with Bill and Ted. And unfortunately, those were given to the guy that I do this with. It was his pick for the month, and so everything that I did, I gave to him as like a birthday gift. So even though they were really, really good, we did Napoleon. We did the androids from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. We did who else did we did? Who else did we did? That's not English. At least not proper English. Um, anyway, but we definitely did others. It was really cool. Okay. This coming up month, we are doing all ghosts for August. So, like I said, what I picked was Slimer. Because, man, do I love this guy. I remember geeking out in the 80s over Ghostbusters like so many other people. And it was just phenomenal. Beautiful special effects, just great comedic actors. Yeah, nothing beats it. I love that show. And then the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters that came on later on, those were fun. Also, there is a Slimer sticker for sale. So definitely check those out. So this won't be, photo accurate, but, I want it to look good. I want it to look my stuff as well as just good, Slimer just, Slimer's like the sci-fi version of Boba Fett, or the ghost version of Boba Fett, man. He had such a small time frame in that movie, made the biggest impact, He was gross. Showed off. Like, it was just so well done. And I think that just made that character so much more, I don't know, iconic. Lots of things about that movie was iconic. And I think even with Zool being the, bad person, the big bad, like, nothing like these guys. So it'll be good to get this done, because definitely once I get the challenge done, I have got a new set from Back to Retro, or the Artist Assemble group. All right, so that just needs to not be, because it just looks like I'm just floating in airs, doesn't it? Okay, so let's do this. That's super bright. Hold on one second. Definitely with the Back to Retro folks. I just got a new set in. This is pretty light though. I definitely need to get on that, because definitely the faster I get these sets done, the more stuff I could do. But also want to stay pretty active with this, It's a juggling act. That's all right. It's going to be well worth it. But definitely, if I get this done, then I can start working on some of the other stuff, especially like if anyone wants commissions. Then I have less time to have to worry about those, because I could just knock those out. Man, it's so cool. So, I don't know. There you go. What if I do that? Yeah, and this, trying to get these lines down, they're super light right now. Usually I don't even, here. I usually do like all this prep work before I call it prep work. Just because I feel like I waste time, A lot of this stuff is hard to capture on these cameras. It's not the same Like you see stuff and you're like, oh, the colors and the line work is so good, but like this camera, as much as it's HD, it doesn't pick up everything. So let me see here. Ooh. Is that easier? Still not easier. Whatever. But um, definitely in a little bit, it'll look better. Um, so I don't know. I'm super excited now that I'm drawing on one of these. I forget about these because I've got my own cardstock, and so it's just kind of, I always feel like I need to hold on these cards for like a special occasion or a special request, and really I think the guys that are big in this right now that are with our group, they get those requests and it's all fine. But I've definitely had some really good um, commissions that have come from this before, and I've enjoyed every one I've done. There was one I did the Statue of Liberty from Ghostbusters 2, fighting Stay Puft Marshmallow. It was two cards conjoined. It was super cool. Um, Definitely one of my favorites. I think I have a picture of that one too somewhere. Um, yeah. Yeah. Man, I am probably going to be watching Ghostbusters later tonight. I just so much to this show or this movie. And I haven't seen the new movie, so I have no idea if that's been a good movie or not. But I don't know. My one of my buddies was saying it was okay. It wasn't like the one that came out a couple of years ago. But he said, it's worth the time. When I was a kid, I wasn't a fan of like the second Ghostbusters as much. I would rather watch the original. Um, but Vigo, I mean, kind of made the second one. I think the train station and everything with the ghost train and stuff. I think that's the stuff that made me really really like it. But but yeah, I don't know what your movies were when you were kids that like really got you into either art or like specific things that you watch. Definitely Ghostbusters was one of those. I didn't like scary movies, and this one was kind of hard, I think, for me as a kid, because I was just like, man, it is spooky at times for me, but there was just enough comic relief. And this was like comic relief that was warranted in the film, not like, I don't know, like the fifth Jason movie where it's like, man, this really is the goofiest slasher film ever. You know, as a kid, my brain was like, nope, you're going to go in the woods and some guy in a hockey mask will kill you. End of story. It's like, man, forget that. I hated. I never wanted to go to a hospital because of Halloween 2, I do believe. But oh, Indiana Jones. The unfortunate thing was I saw the second and third Indy in the theaters, and it was super cool. Um, and the second one creeped me out because of Kali Ma, um, which is kind of a curse word around our house now. Because instead of me saying particular words, It's like Kali Ma. Um, but yeah, that movie did sort of creep me out, but not as bad. Um, Thank you. Um, but Indiana Jones was super cool. Thank you so much. Um, and it was a good '80s movie. I didn't see the first one. I didn't see the first one for so many years. My parents loved it. Um, but yeah, Indiana. Okay, just we were talking about movies and stuff this past weekend, the previous weekend, and I was throwing out all these film names and realizing like at one point we really like my parents and I just went to the theater a lot in the '80s. We saw like Neverending Story, E.T. We saw E.T. in the drive-through, which was super cool. Um, trying to think what else we saw. We saw Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Labyrinth, all those type of films. Anything associated with Jim Henson, we saw. We even, if it was on TV, sure. The only thing, like, there were certain things like Steven Spielberg. Like, if we watched every Steven Spielberg film, I'd be a lot more messed up because, he did Jaws, he did Poltergeist, he did creepy stuff as well. But I mean, once again, great stories. Um, Never want to have to. Gosh, I wouldn't imagine trying to go see that even in theater now. So hopefully this is a lot better to see now. Yeah, look at that guy. He's going to be awesome on this. So, yeah, definitely good pick. Good pick. I can't wait to have this done. Um, yeah, I mean, it's now a staple. He has to be in the new, like any of them, really, because he was even in the one that everybody hates. But it was all right. But yeah, I want to see him in the new one. That's cool. I'm glad he was in the new one. Yeah, and I think it streams on Netflix next week or the week after. So I don't know. I'm super ready to see it. Um, so also, also, I'm gonna have to. Oh, is it? Oh shoot, yeah. Either I watch it tonight, tomorrow morning. That's gonna be fantastic. Man, that's super cool. Yeah, I mean those first two originals were so they were just fantastic. It was. I mean, there's been several other ghost movies out there and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it was unique. It was just so enjoyable. Yeah, nothing will. There's other things that'll spark the imagination at some point, but nothing just beats that original set. So I don't know if I could do that. So I think for myself, I think these lines are just about good enough to get the ink on there. Um, yeah, just do a little bit of that. Like Neverending Story was pretty fascinating as a kid too. Like that was one that scared me for weird reasons, but it was just a really good story. And yes, like everybody else, I'm affected by the poor horse, but some of the other stuff was affecting me too. Like I thought the weird sphinx that would disintegrate people creeped me out because it's like, oh man, you could be a good person and die too. Dang. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely a lot of the other details will come in um, with the coloring and stuff. Um, the the ghosts from the second one I really enjoyed too. From the jail scene, they were super good in that. The fat one and the skinny one. I did the skinny one in one of these to retro sets. That was really awesome. Mm, mm, so good. She did. I have a friend that's over that has made me special treats. So I'm trying those out right now. Non cinnamon rolls because I'm allergic to cinnamon. Kind of sucks. Let's save this image just in case. Um, Indiana Jones was so good. I'm thinking about that too. Like it had such. I mean, yes, short round. Like for the Temple of Doom, short round was definitely easy to remember and stuff. There was neat little moments. The Last Crusade, I mean, was a great finisher to that series at the time. And the new one's not bad. I didn't mind the new one. I wasn't totally offended by it, I guess. Whatever, like everybody else. But um, um, but yeah, no, I liked it. All right. Oh, it's another franchise. Like Indiana Jones was good to a point. I think the one with Shia LaBeouf was just it was hard to take. Um, I don't know. Not my favorite. There we go. Always like trying to go with the thinnest line as possible. So when it, so I don't want to overdo any thick lines later on, and then have a giant mess or have to use a whiteout pen. But it does all right. I love that they took all the photos, and you could find the photos of the original Slimer, like how he looked, how his teeth were, and how they filmed that scene, and stuff's so fun. Practical effects are just not done anymore same way, and just you could definitely tell when it's practical and when it's not. Man, Stan Winston, I mean, he definitely made it difficult for some of the other places to really, really shine. But I mean, that's why there was like Tom Savini and some of those other guys that had to really amp up their specific style and way of how they do things, creativity and stuff. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. There. Definitely getting a lot of those textures and stuff will be fun. Those details will be neat. Um, yeah. Hmm. There we go. Right. Yeah. Stay in focus. Come on there. He has like Emperor Palpatine eyes. Just thinking about it. He's got the weird yellowish red eyes. Put just a little bit more line right there. But either way. All right. There we go. All right, definitely now time to get some of those darker lines in and feel a little bit better. So here we go. Come on. All right. Says no focus, no focus. Let's do 3. All right. All right. I'm glad you like the process. It's definitely usually how I do it. I sketch it out. Um, I end up spending a lot of time mentally working out how I want it, um, and thinking about what I want to come off. And I hate to say, I've probably drawn him a couple of times before. Um, so this isn't like the first time I've ever had to do this or draw him in this way. So it's not as difficult, but I definitely always want to try to use a reference because, man, I work so much better than just a memory or something I'm like, yeah, I could probably just fake it. But yeah, the process of this, just working through um, getting the lines I want seen, so that even though it's not going to be picture perfect, it's going to come off really good. Um, yeah. And I know this area's got to get more defined. I just don't have to pull up the picture. I'll do that in a bit. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's all right. But yeah. And I know with the Star Wars cards I have, I will be doing, using Star Wars references. I wish I had more of those blanks. Um, because I've not had the opportunity to work for, I think it's Tops and Upper, no, it's just Tops. Um, have not had that opportunity yet, so maybe at some point, but I enjoy seeing the other people doing what they do, and they're just so good. Um, Not dismissing my own ability, but definitely I just like seeing what people could do. All right, do the top of his head. Definitely also, if you like this stuff, check me out on Instagram. I'm posting always the special stuff that we do each week. And then whenever I do a new set of stuff, I post those whenever we're allowed to. So definitely check that out, which is, I think, under Britton Jr. Will. I should have a link on here. If not, I should get on that. But fantastic. Okay, I see. This was the part 4. Okay. Okay. So that will have to be a different defined area. Oh yeah. It just comes up like that. All right. Um, Here we go. All right. Awesome. So there we go. So we definitely got this one going. Give him just a little bit to dry a bit. Man, don't be sorry. Ask anything, man. This is right now for me. I might eventually sell it down the road, but I'm not sure. It depends on how I feel when I'm done. Right now, I really do like it. So if I do sell it, I'll probably have it online. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully, it'll complement my Stay Puft. So I have a Stay Puft that is like that. So he's got the nice little blue, totally radical A's, and now we're going to do this green and yellow. I do have other art online. You can check out my work on Instagram. And of course, this is going to unfocus. On Instagram, it should be BrittonJr.will. That should be the same for my YouTube channel and everything. The YouTube channel usually has the time lapse stuff and the other past whatnot videos I've done. So definitely check that stuff out. And you could always message me to do like a commission or anything like that. Right now, I do have the commission list on here. Right now, with the commission list, they are for not for this totally radical ladies. It is for blank sketch card like this that has this backer, and this is for the 2024 series. So everything, you could tell what year I've done it, or I could tell you what year I've done them. This is this year's, and then last year is a picture of me with a unicorn horn, which I don't have with me. But those, well, I may have, with the ones I had left of those, I think those are gone. So this year, once I get through all of these, and I think I've got 150 of these cards. So once I'm done with these, I'm done with the 2024 series. But yeah, this is this year's card. So I got to start working on 2025 because it takes me a while to figure out what design I like. So, yep, absolutely. Instagram's full of fun stuff, man. So, Absolutely. All right. So trying to get some of those colors I need. Apple green, spearmint, yellow, tan. His teeth, I think, are always difficult. But it's also always funny. His eyes are that orange yellow. Good stuff. He doesn't have like. I know I'm pulling out, I think, more colors than I need to. Because I bet that one I might not use. Or this one. I definitely like laying everything out just before I do it and double check a couple of them just in case for the color layout. Just so I don't booger it up. I might do the same thing I did with Stay Puft, which is just keep the background black. You know, it makes the character pop out a lot more. I don't know, we'll see. With Stay Puft, also, I kind of use a little bit of colored pencil to do some of that, but I more likely don't have to do that this time. But, yeah. I mean, how many are left? Maybe. I don't know. Or even I could do the background from the movie, which would be like a nice beige for that hallway, which would be kind of funny. Right there. Dude, there's more than four, man. Take one. Just one's got to be one for Chelsea, too. Okay, well, I like sharing. Sharing is caring. Oh, I didn't think about his gums either. What is that? I'll need a purple. Maybe? Yeah. So, all right. The dandy little booklet. All right. Yeah, let's. Do I have that coconut? Nope, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. No. No, there it is. Yay. All right. And then. Okay. So hopefully we won't have any issues with these teeth. He's not really lighter than apple green, so we'll go with that. Oh, okay. Actually, one down. stay focused. There we go. And, like I've learned before, always work from your lightest to darkest. That makes things a lot easier because it's a lot better to work that way than from dark to light because that's almost impossible. So, oh, maybe I should, yeah, do that. We'll work the green into the wording. So I like that the words don't smudge or anything. This has been printed for quite a while, so I mean I'm glad for that. Sometimes with fresh stuff it's not good because I mean these are alcohol markers, so it works out. This is doing pretty good. Also kind of pulls out some of those colors a little bit better. Is that? Yeah, I need a lighter pink. Yeah, we could do that. It's going to be very bright, but we're going to be able to darken that up later on. So. All right. And then we'll add just a little bit of purple. Because I know that'll blend in pretty nice later on, but it's all right. All right. So we've got those layered out. And then definitely let's start making things darker. I think I'll bring. Okay, yeah, I think that does pretty good. I'll let this sit for a minute. Might as well get started on this body, yeah? Because, yep, it's pretty flat. Okay. Man. This is where I get just a hair nervous because I don't want to, overdo it or pick the wrong colors. But I think this green base, it's going to help with quite a bit. So yes. Um, I do not know the guy who made these cards. Um, I can't remember his name, but every great while, like he'll come out and um, he'll make a new design. He created these as well as a couple of others. Um, like this one is the, totally radical 80s, and then 90s to the extreme. These are the ones I bought from him. I think these are beautiful. And then on the back, like it has a whole little thing, super cool. So absolutely, yeah, these things are amazing. Now, of course, like you're buying 10 cards for like $20, which you're kind of like, it's you get mad because you're like, man, that's a lot of money. I could see how people get mad about it. I mean, and I understand, but like $20 for like a specialty card, then you make your own stuff, and it's just awesome. With a lot of the blanks that I have, I've either created or it's been from other places that I've worked at or worked with, not worked at. Um, and it's so yeah, you could. The other thing is you can make your own. Um, if you have someone that can set up a design for you, you could have stuff made. Um, like even if you did other art type stuff and you wanted like specialty things made, it's not that bad. It's not really that expensive. I really thought most of this stuff, man, would put me in such a debt. And the truth of the matter is, if you find the right places, they work with you, and it's really not that bad. If you make your own designs for your car, so like with me, I've got this, and I've had somewhere like that a cool little line. I had Britton Jr. in the corner or whatever, but this year I went blank. But on the back, I mean, I just did this and this quality. I mean, this card is almost the same quality as this. It really does take the marker really well. So it's been really nice. I can't complain. But yeah, these now heads up though, if you ever look for blank sketch cards and they're of a product, like someone's like, yeah, I could sell you some blank Marvel cards. Don't buy them. It could be a breach of um, it could be a breach of stuff. Like you could buy sketch cards that are already drawn on, but if they're blank, you're not allowed to buy them blank. Um, so just be a little cautious, um, because that definitely also puts that person into a world of trouble. You're not ever supposed to sell these blank. Well, I could sell these blank. This is different. Um, but definitely with the back to retro group and stuff like that. Like if you see someone selling them blank, man, it's someone's scamming or someone's just had enough and is not really being nice. Because you also don't want like Marvel or DC or Tops Upper Deck. They don't want false representation, right? Because usually when people are buying from those sets, they want people that were included in that set. Um, so that's kind of that big deal for that. All right, let's see if we can spread that out just a little bit. Okay. Um, he almost seems like he's he looks like one of those old monster movie type illustrations. So I'm definitely gonna have to change it just a little, but he looks really good. I really like it. I don't think I really want to. I don't know. I like it. Um, yeah, I think we're definitely gonna. Um, so, oh, thank you very much, man. So you could also get like blank packs that are from. Shoot, I cannot think of their name right now. Um, Let me look something up real quick. So that's a great question. Um, Give me 1 second. If you go on Facebook and if you look up Artists Unite, there'll be a bunch of people with their drawings on there as well. Um, yeah, you could get plain blank playing cards as well, and there's other like art paper manufacturers that have just sketch cards. Um, but if you go on the Facebook and go under Artists Unite, they'll sell. Yep. So here we go. So Saturday morning, and this is a different color. Originally was green. This is definitely blue on here, and then the swinging 60s. So, and these are such a limited thing because he presses all these together by hand, and that's why I don't know if you could tell. Let's see if I get to focus. These have a there it is. See that tiny black line? Like you could see it up here best. So he presses these and cut these to perfection. My card, no. My card's this gas station paper, right? It's 1 ply. This dude has 3 ply. Tried doing the 3 ply before. It is difficult, and I'm not very good at it right now. There we go. So yeah, these come with like a different color in the middle. So definitely check Facebook out for that. I know Facebook's an old person place, but that's where I get most of my information from and most of my stuff. So it's a good spot. That's what I was about to do. Um, there we go. Good. I'm glad you found it, man. Also, lots of other great artists on there. Um, Good group of people. Just definitely be cautious, man. Not everybody's nice. So, yeah, there's definitely been some shenanigans before, but it'll be all right. Yeah, the sketch cards, like even if you don't draw, man, those things are so sweet looking. Because that was another thing. Like even some of these like blank look amazing. You just don't want to kind of ruin them. Um, that is a great question. Um, Possibly, if you could send me more information about the ACEO art card train, sure, man. Send me a message on it. I could definitely look into it. Um, I don't think, yeah, next weekend I don't believe I have anything else going on, so I could definitely try to schedule on that. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds good. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot. That's the other thing. As much as I think I've got several shows now under my belt, I'm still not as well familiar with whatnot and stuff. Like I've definitely participated in other shows and as buyer, but yeah, this stuff's really cool, man. I really like whatnot so far. I think I've had the best connections on here than I've had with some of the other streams. And I've definitely been able to sell some as well, so that's always been really nice. Because selling's okay. Not looking for making a living at this moment, but I definitely want to make other people's lives a little happier with my art. So, um, heck yeah, that sounds great. 20-minute streams, that's not bad at all. Heck yeah. So let's get some of Slimer evened out. So yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah, definitely looking good. Some of this almost seems like I'm not doing much, and I imagine, I don't know. I hope it's. Oh, I keep forgetting, man. I've really got to do his teeth. I spaced it, man. This guy has some grody teeth. I got so focused on his screen tones. Definitely do that. You're not heading out, are you?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you heading out?
No, I'm trying to make TikTok.
Oh, okay. She says you're heading out.
Oh, did you want to?
I mean, no, it's fine. I was just, I'm super, super happy. I don't know if you guys know. Yeah, I am, but my friend made me this. This stuff is so good, so I gotta tell my friend she did a great job because she did. It is. It is beautiful, Hannah. So thank you so much.
What your rolls?
Yes,
Cinnamon rolls.
they're so good. It was like the perfect late night treat. There we go. Yeah, let's get these dirty teeth in here. Yep. That's some of my favorite stuff to do, is to make them just a little dirty. Make also some of these other spot's a little darker. I like it. That one I might actually do something slightly different. More darker purple, probably. So, all right. All right. I wonder if this is going to. All right. Hmm. Hmm. All right. So I'm trying to look at pictures for the background. I really don't know what to do. I mean, I would be happy with just a black background, but I mean, that background isn't black, you know? When he's running through the hall, he's not. He's not at all. But I could definitely do gray tones and stuff and get that just right. So, um, yeah, we could do that. Maybe purples, probably some purple tones. Definitely for the background. Just to make that green come out a little bit better. Um, hmm. Well, I wish and I want a lighter purple than what this is, this lavender. I know if I put that down, it is going to be, it'll be too strong of a purple, I think. But, um, okay. So, hmm. Rook, that's enough, sir. All right. Oh, thank you so much. I'll definitely check it out. I have a little bit of extra time. It should be probably tomorrow. Um, this sounds super awesome. Yeah, 20 minutes. That's easy peasy, man. Um, okay, definitely. I will definitely get back to you if not by the latest tomorrow for sure. So, um, yeah, sounds awesome. Um, maybe I will do a purple. Let's go with purple. We'll do that because, in all honesty, I really want this to be colorful. Go that way. But I am more likely going to have to do it another time since I've already hit my hour 30 mark, and I'm not really sure. Anyway, I am sure, but no, I definitely got to definitely call it at the moment. But thanks for everybody for joining. Thanks for definitely hanging out with me while I do this. Um, yeah, if hopefully next time this might be up for sale. I don't know, but thank you guys so much, definitely for everything. So hopefully we will see you guys next time. All right, you guys have a good evening. Bye.